Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. The Cleveland Browns are once again at a crossroads when it comes to their quarterback situation. It's been a wild ride this offseason, and honestly, few teams have ever faced such an unusual and complex competition for that key position. You see, the Browns decided to shake things up in a way that no one saw coming. Instead of sticking with a traditional quarterback battle, they threw 4 different players into the mix. Yes, 4. That's right, 4 quarterbacks competing for the starting role. And the surprising winner, it was 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Can you believe that? Flacco, a veteran who's been around for over a decade, managed to outlast rookies like Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, earning the starting spot. Meanwhile, Gabriel was named his backup, and Sanders, a talented rookie, was slotted as the third-string quarterback. This decision alone sparked a lot of questions. Why Flacco? Why now? And what does this mean for the future of the Browns' quarterback room? Well, it's not just about who's starting now, but what could happen in the weeks to come. Because, let's be honest, the Browns' quarterback situation has been anything but straightforward. The Browns, historically, have always been a team that's close, but often falls short because of inconsistent quarterback play. But this season, they've taken an unconventional route, and the results so far have been quite intriguing. So what exactly is going on? Well, the Browns have been winning games despite some struggles at the quarterback position. That's a crucial point. Their defense has been rock solid, perhaps one of the best in the league so far this season. The secondary, led by a few key veterans, has been locking down opponents, forcing turnovers, and making plays that keep Cleveland in the game. And the running game, led by rookie Quinshon Judkins, has been improving week after week. Judkins, a second-round pick, has shown flashes of brilliance and is getting more comfortable as the featured back. This combination of a stout defense and a developing running game has allowed the Browns to stay competitive, even with some shaky quarterback play. But here's where it gets interesting. Joe Flacco, despite being a seasoned veteran, has already committed 5 turnovers in just 3 games. That's a pretty significant number, especially considering the high stakes of NFL games. Turnovers can be the difference between a win and a loss, and Flacco's struggles have been a concern. Yet, the team continues to win, and that's where some analysts believe the Browns might pull off a surprising move. During a recent episode of The Ken Carman Show with Anthony Lima, the host Ken Carman threw some interesting ideas on the table. He suggested that if the Browns decide to bench Flacco and insert Dillon Gabriel, it might not necessarily be the end for Flacco's season. In fact, he proposed a scenario where Gabriel could struggle or not produce the expected results, and Cleveland might look back to Flacco as a backup option. Carman explained, "You could see a scenario where Dillon goes in, plays week 5, week 6, week 7, something not good happens, and it's Joe who goes back in, not Shedeur." This kind of flexibility, especially with a veteran like Flacco, is pretty rare in today's NFL, where teams often stick rigidly to a starter once they've been benched. Now, this possibility, of course, hinges on a few factors. First, the Browns must continue to win despite the quarterback instability. That's key, because if they start losing or struggling more visibly, the coaching staff might feel compelled to make a change sooner rather than later. Second, it depends on the health of the players involved. If Flacco gets injured or if Gabriel doesn't perform well enough when given his chance, the coaching staff could be forced to reevaluate. And third, it's about confidence and rhythm. Coaches want a quarterback who can lead the team smoothly, minimize mistakes, and keep the offense moving. Looking at the current team, the Browns are in a unique position. Their defense is playing at an elite level, perhaps one of the best in the league. They're creating turnovers, applying pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and making life difficult for offenses. That defensive dominance is giving the Browns a fighting chance in every game, even when their offense isn't firing on all cylinders. The running game is also a bright spot. Quinshon Judkins, in particular, has been impressive, showing he can handle a significant workload and provide a reliable option out of the backfield. His developing chemistry with the offensive line and quarterback is something to watch closely moving forward. Meanwhile, the quarterback room itself remains a bit of a puzzle. Flacco's experience and ability to manage the game have kept him in the lead for now, but the team's coaching staff and front office are undoubtedly watching closely. They know that quarterback play is often the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The fact that Gabriel has been named the backup shows the team's confidence in his potential, but Shedeur Sanders, as the third-string rookie, is still developing and gaining experience. And let's not forget, the NFL is a league where things can change rapidly. A single game can alter perceptions, and injuries can force unexpected moves. The Browns' coaching staff has shown they're willing to adapt, and if the results on the field continue to be positive, they might stick with Flacco longer than some expect. But if the offense stalls or turnovers become too costly, a quarterback change could be imminent. That's why the Browns fans should stay tuned, because this story is far from over. Now, it's also worth mentioning that Cleveland's season so far has been a testament to resilience. Despite the uncertainties at quarterback, the team has performed well enough to stay in the playoff hunt. Their defense, in particular, has been a revelation. Players like Denzel Ward and others in the secondary have been making plays, locking down receivers and forcing turnovers at crucial moments. The team's chemistry is there, and the coaching staff deserves credit for keeping everything together amid the quarterback controversy. And that brings us to the broader picture. The Browns, historically, have been a franchise with high expectations but often underwhelming results. But this season feels different. The foundation is solid, the defense is elite, and the running game is developing. The quarterback situation, while still uncertain, isn't a disaster, yet. It's a delicate balancing act, and the coaching staff's decisions in the coming weeks could define this season. Will Flacco hold onto the starting role longer? Will Gabriel or even Sanders get a shot to prove themselves? Or will the team make a bold move if the circumstances demand it? These are questions fans are asking, and the answers will be revealed as the season unfolds. As for the fans, it's crucial to stay engaged and supportive. The Browns have shown they're capable of overcoming adversity, and their resilience could carry them far this year. The team's management is paying close attention to how the quarterbacks perform, and every game will be a piece of the puzzle. Remember, the NFL is a league of inches, and sometimes, the smallest decision can change everything. The Browns are in a unique position. They're winning despite their quarterback issues, but that's also a sign that they might be just a tweak away from becoming an even more formidable force. So, in summary, we're watching a team in transition, a team that's still figuring out its identity at the most critical position. But one thing is clear, Cleveland's defense and running game give them a fighting chance every week. The question remains, how long will Flacco remain the starter? Will the Browns make a bold move in the coming weeks? Or will they stick with their veteran and see how things unfold? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. This season is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and exciting in recent Browns history. Fans should embrace the roller coaster, because no matter what happens, the passion for this team runs deep, and the journey is far from over. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback situation? Do you believe Joe Flacco can hold on to his role for the rest of the season? Or are you already dreaming of a move to Dillon Gabriel or even Shedeur Sanders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. This is a team that thrives on its fan support, and your voice helps shape the future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in recent memory, and who knows, maybe this team is just getting started on something special. Thanks for sticking with us, Browns fans, and as always, keep that passion alive. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what's next for the Cleveland Browns.